You've travelled over 300,000 miles, and over 500 photographers have been interviewed for this book. 30,000 negatives you shot to get the images in here.
Yeah.
And you started this before I was even born.
1982 I started it. There's three reasons for doing the book, I believed. One, there was very few books on Australian photographers. So I wanted to produce a book, first of all, that it could put Australian photographers next door to some of the great photographers. Early on, I didn't want it to be just great photographers. I wanted it to be unknown photographers who were doing great work.
So and that's what it is. It's some of the a few of the legends.
Well, it couldn't be all of the legends, so it had to be a few. Secondly, I wanted to include people whose photographs were well known who weren't necessarily photographers at all. I wanted to include educators, camera inventors, people who are entrepreneurs. That's why John Swainson's in the book. And the third thing was I wanted to eliminate some of the precociousness that's associated with photography. You know, it's all very well a photographer walking around in white cotton gloves holding up a print and charging $10,000 for it. But I know perfectly well, and so do you, that he can go behind the scenes and making exactly the same print 5 minutes later, identical to one he's just sold for $10,000. And photography to me was always the art form of the people. It wasn't just an elite gathering of people. And I found a lot of these books, a lot of the photography books, were very elitist. So I wanted it to be chatty. I wanted it to be beautiful, but I wanted it to be chatty. To be quite honest, the interviews interested me more than taking the photographs. And I said, no, I'm just going to keep going, because it's like, well, what ended up as 500 one-to-one lectures with great photographers.
The best photographic education you could ever...
Couldn't beat it.
Yeah,
couldn't beat it. Who's this arsehole?
A Few of the Legends by Peter Adams. You've seen the movie, now get the book direct from the author at peteradams.com.